What's up? What's up? Happy Friday, pro wrestling fans. Welcome to another live pro wrestling talk stream brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube and the Facebook. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. It is Friday, November 17th, 2023. Hope everybody has had a good week. Hope everybody's doing well. And yeah, it's been a good, well, it's been kind of a long week, but it's been a good week for the most part. And we are just a weekend away from Thanksgiving. It's almost here. It's right around the corner. So everybody finishing up their traveling plan bookings and all that. So yeah, it's exciting. It's really, really exciting. So I wanted to get on here, wanted to chat a bit, wanted to talk Stardom and AEW. So going to start off with Stardom. Going to give my review of Stardom New Blood West #1. And then I'm actually going to give a revised preview, so take 2, of Stardom Gold Rush 2023. I know I had done one last time, but there have been some changes to the card and just some different things happening. So I wanted to go back over and do a revised preview of Stardom Gold Rush 2023. Now that everything is set in place, you know, the changes have been made. So I wanted to go back through that. And then I want to finish giving a preview of AEW Full Gear. You know, close to the end of the year, so we know that's typically when AEW does Full Gear. So wanted to go through and give my predictions on that. So, gonna start off with World Wonder Ring Stardom and give my review of Stardom New Blood West #1. So New Blood West #1, this was the first New Blood show in Osaka. As a matter of fact, this took place at the Azalea Taisho Hall in Osaka, Japan. And I want to give a big shout out to Stardom. 2 things. First off, my newest Queen's Quest Soul Sports baseball jersey arrived earlier today. So, hey, not bad, eh? I don't have it buttoned all the way because, you know, it's kind of hot in here. So, but yeah, I figured I'd wear it for this live stream. But yeah, bow down to the queens. Or wait, bow down to the queens. There we go. Forgot, camera has it backwards. But, so shout out to Stardom. And also, thank y'all so much for making New Blood West #1 free on your YouTube channel. Now, I know the last 2 or so New Blood shows were not on YouTube, but I'm really, really thankful that they decided to put this one on YouTube for free, because a big number of the New Blood shows have been on Stardom's YouTube channel for free in its entirety. So, really, really happy to see that they finally decided to put and live stream New Blood West for free on their YouTube channel. So Stardom, Bushiroad, thank y'all so much for doing that. So glad that y'all did that. Really, really glad, because I really think this is a nice way of getting folks exposed to Stardom, especially, you know, casual fans, newer fans that are interested in more women's wrestling. This is a great way to introduce them to Stardom, because not only do you see the the inexperienced, or, you know, the rookies get showcased, but you also can sometimes see some talent from other promotions, as well as some of the veterans of Stardom compete as well on these New Blood shows. So I feel like the New Blood shows are a really good sample for those that are interested in Stardom, or just interested in checking out more women's pro wrestling outside of America. So I really hope Stardom continues to do that for the rest of these New Blood shows, because, like I said, there was a lot of disappointment when New Blood 11 wasn't on YouTube. So, good move, Stardom, in bringing back the New Blood shows for free on YouTube. I hope you continue that trend. Ricardo, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Been having a good week? Weekend off to a good start? But, yeah. So I'm going to give my review of Stardom New Blood West 1. Like I said, this was in Osaka, Japan, at the Azalea Taisho Hall. And we had some incredible matches. I mean, just really incredible matches. We had 8 total, including a debut of Stardom's newest rookie. And I have to say, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Ricardo says, was really happy the New Blood show today was on YouTube. Yes, you and me both, brother. You and me both. I hope they continue that trend going forward. But yeah, shout out to Stardom for doing that. Okay, let me get my graphics up so that we can go over New Blood West 1. Doing good. Currently watching AEW Rampage right now. Oh, so they are doing Rampage? I thought they were doing just Collision. Like a Friday episode of Collision. I didn't know they were doing Rampage. Huh, interesting. I did not know that. Okay. Gotta get my notes out. Okay, I got my notes. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's get started. Okay, let's get started with the first match of New Blood West. And as a matter of fact, the first match ended up being the debut match for Stardom's newest rookie. So, we had a singles match. The newest rookie, YUZUKI, taking on Momo Watanabe from Queen's Quest. By the way, Momo Watanabe, who just celebrated her 9th anniversary. Yeah, I believe that's right. 9th anniversary as a pro wrestler. So, happy anniversary to Momo Watanabe, the Black Peach. You know, she's been definitely tearing it up. And only 23 years old. Let me remind y'all, only 23 years old. Momo Watanabe is still very young. Still very young in her career. And, yeah, I think, hopefully, she will continue to grow and keep on getting booked. And hopefully, another singles title run at some point in Stardom. Ricardo says they were doing both tonight. Right now, Timeless Toni Storm is facing Emi Sakurai. Oh, wow. So they are doing both. Interesting. Well, then again, actually it does kind of make sense considering Rampage is on TBS, Collision's on TNT. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Now that you mention it, that does make sense. Okay. YUZUKI, Momo Watanabe. I was very impressed with YUZUKI. I like her ring gear, but I was definitely very impressed with YUZUKI. I felt like she really looked good in this match against Momo Watanabe, who is a veteran. You know, this was definitely a challenging match for YUZUKI. I mean, for her first official match against Momo Watanabe, it's a big deal. And I felt like she did really good. I mean, we got to see some good chain wrestling from her, got to see some high flying from her, a lot of counters from her as well with her penatips, and even slapping Momo just dead in the face, just pow. But I have to say, she withstood a lot of offense from Momo Watanabe. Of course, we all know that she's a strong style striker, very well known for her striking ability. And Yuzuki, she took it. She took it really well. And she really lasted a good ways throughout this match. And I felt like Yuzuki was showcased really well in this match. Now, even though she wasn't able to pick up the win, which is okay, she looked really good. And I'm actually looking very forward to seeing more of her. You know, New Blood shows, regular shows. I'm looking forward to seeing more of her. That was a really good first match for her. Really, really, really good first match. But Momo Watanabe picks up the victory, hitting her with a buzzsaw kick, then covering her for the 1-2-3. But great showing from Yuzuki, and I look forward to seeing more. Looking forward to seeing more. Okay. Let's go on to this next match, which was another match that really, not so much shocked me, well, mainly because of the outcome, but overall was really a solid match back and forth. We had a singles match between Mei Sakurai of Donna Del Mundo, of course, who is 1/3 of the current Artist of Stardom Trios Champions, taking on Saya Iida of Stars, who is 1/2 of the New Blood Tag Team Champions. This was a great match. Definitely a clash of styles between these two. Also, shout out to Mei Sakurai. It looked like she was rocking new gear. She was rocking some gear that I had never seen before. So, shout out to Mei Sakurai. She looked good. She looked good. But, man, Saya Iida was really bringing those machine gun chops. I mean, she must have done like 100 machine gun chops on Mei Sakurai against the ropes. I mean, she was just going to town, going to town. At least 100. I wanted to bet money there was at least 100 chops from Saya Iida. And like I said, it was definitely back and forth. You know, Mei Sakurai definitely with the sassy attitude, and you could really see that behind how she wrestles. But, you know, ever since Mei Sakurai joined Donna Del Mundo, she has definitely evolved as part of the faction. Not only gimmick-wise, attitude-wise, but also in-ring skills as well. So, I think at some point, don't be surprised if we see a solo run of some point for Mei Sakurai. But this match ended up belonging to Saya Iida, as she was able to put away Mei Sakurai after hitting her with a Diamond Dust, which she sold the mess out of that Diamond Dust. I mean, just great selling for Mei Sakurai on that Diamond Dust, but just a big victory for Saya Iida. Hitting her with the Diamond Dust, pinning her for the 1-2-3. Saya Iida victorious. And like I said, you know, Saya Iida, she's been with Stardom a long time, so it's really good to see her continuously get booked, and hopefully will continue to get victories, because, you know, I've always enjoyed Saya Iida. I mean, she's still in her, what, early or mid-20s? So she still has a lot ahead of her. And, you know, former Future of Stardom champion. And, you know, she's New Blood Tag Team Champions with Hanan. So I see her stock growing more. And, you know, I definitely like what they're doing with Saya Iida. And I just hope to see more. Hope to see more out of her. But Saya Iida with the victory over Mei Sakurai. Very well done. Okay, next up, we had another solid match. Let me get the graphic up. 1 second. Okay, next match. All right. Another singles match, which, you know, all the matches in this show were singles matches. But we had Suzuki, of course, this year's 5-star Grand Prix winner, taking on Yuna Mizumori, the Pineapple Girl, who was the most recent addition to Cosmic Angels. First off, definitely like the new look for Yuna Mizumori. And I felt like this was a good test for her going up against Suzuki, who has been on a roll. Suzu, ever since fully signing with Stardom, she's been on a roll. I mean, won the first ever Triangle Derby with Prominence when she used to be a part of Prominence. She's won the 5-star Grand Prix. And her and Mei Seira were finalists in the 13th Goddess of Stardom Tag League. So Suzuki has been on a roll since coming to Stardom. Not only that, only 21 years old. She's still very young, not to mention has accomplished quite a bit, which I believe she was last year's Catch the Wave tournament winner. So Suzu has really been getting it in, even up to this point. So now that she's really making her presence felt in Stardom, it's a pretty big deal. But good to see her on a New Blood show, taking on Yuna Mizumori. Yuna's definitely been improving, and I'm hoping that little by little she'll continue to grow, being a part of Cosmic Angels, because I know it seems like she's now going to be probably the main jobber for Cosmic Angels. I mean, it used to be Waka Tsukiyama, but she's with Club Venus now. But I really hope they build her up to really be something. Because she was also part of 7-Up. She used to be teamed with Nene Takahashi and Yu. So that's the only thing with that. So I really hope they can build her up. But this was a good match for her, a really good challenge for her. She did pretty well, too. She did pretty well. But, I mean, Suzu, just very charismatic. It's over with the crowd. Great in the ring. Whether it's high-flying, strikes, her agility. Suzu, I really feel, can be the total package. Really feel like she could be the total package. Solid match. She picks up the victory over Yuna Mizumori, covering her for the 1-2-3 after hitting her with a tequila shot. But I really believe that Suzu's going to continue to gain momentum up to the point where she will finally get her World of Stardom title match, which I still think will end up being at Grand Queendom, Stardom Grand Queendom. I'm still believing that. Like I said, unless Tam Nakano's knee injury is that serious to the point where she has to relinquish the title, I'm expecting her to be good to go for All-Star Grand Queendom. Or excuse me, not Grand Queendom, Dream Queendom. My mistake. Dream Queendom. Grand Queendom is in April of next year. So I got the two mixed up. Stardom Dream Queendom. Okay. Let's see. Let's keep it going. 1 second. Let me get the next graphic up. Okay. This next match, I wish could have lasted a little longer. Alright. We had a showcase of two power fighters. We had Ami Sohrei, of course, of God's Eye, taking on Zones from the small little mini promotion, Evolution. Now, been seeing Zones quite a bit lately, especially on booked on different promotions. So been seeing her lately. I think the last time I saw her was Sendai Girls. So yeah, she's been getting booked quite a lot. Now, this was a great idea for a match. Ami Sohrei, Zones. Definitely both of these ladies showcasing their power back and forth. I like Zone's overall look and persona, but I've been pretty big on Ami Sohrei. Pretty much since she came to Stardom, and just more that I've gotten to see her, I've definitely become quite a fan of Ami Sohrei. Hey, Damian Hernandez, welcome to the stream. I gotta see these shows. Are there any sites or channel they are on so I can rewatch them? As a matter of fact, the Stardom YouTube page has Stardom New Blood West 1 available for free. As a matter of fact, I'll link you. I will link you. Hold that thought. 1 second. Yeah, I'll link you. There you go, Damien. That's the link for Stardom New Blood West 1. Like I said, free on YouTube. On their YouTube channel. So definitely check that out whenever you get a chance. Let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah, Zones, Ami Sohrei. Like I said, great showcase of their power. Definitely went back and forth. Ami Sohrei ended up picking up the victory, pinning Zones with a Blue Thunder Bomb. But I really, really hope that she goes back to using the Like a Thunderbolt. Because I feel like the Like a Thunderbolt was a lot cooler. I mean, Blue Thunder Bomb is alright, but Like a Thunderbolt was much, much cooler. Yeah, Damien, no problem. No problem. But my big thing was I really felt like this match, I really wanted it to last a little longer. I really did. Like, I think it was just maybe over 6 or 7 minutes. Like, I think it would have been nice if it hit that 9 or 10 minute mark. I mean, the first match hit 10 minutes. So, I really wanted this match to have been a little longer. Just a little longer. But, I'm still happy that they booked this match. You know, this was a good booking. Okay. Next up was my favorite match of the entire card. Of course, many may say for obvious reasons, but let's get right into it. Here we go. Oh yeah, we got the battle of two very charismatic, very bubbly young ladies, which both are champions, so this made it even more hype. We had a singles match between the high-speed champion, the ever so joyful, bubbly, charismatic, high-flying, high-speed Mei Seira, taking on one of the judoka sisters, pretty much the oldest one, the more experienced one. Very strong, athletic, cute, bubbly, all of the above, charismatic, young lioness, and one half of the current New Blood Tag Team Champions, Hanan of Stars. This match got off to an awesome start just right from the jump. And you know something? I know Hanan isn't really a high-speed wrestler, but she definitely showed that she could hang with Mei Seira. Because Mei Seira is definitely pure high speed. Like, no question about it, pure high speed. And Hanan did a great job of just hanging with Mei Seira, utilizing her offense, definitely utilizing her judo skills, her strikes. And Mei Seira, like I said, very shifty, very fast, very agile, very athletic. And like I said, I think Mei Seira has an opportunity to become one of Stardom's best high-speed champions. I know she has a ways to go, but she has really showed that she deserves to have a nice long run with the high-speed championship. I just hope they get her a new belt. That's really the only thing that she needs is a new belt. That company needs a new high-speed belt. But this was an incredible match. Definitely back and forth. Both ladies looked really strong. And just when it may have looked like one was going to get the win over the other, it ended in a time limit draw. Time limit draw between both of these ladies. And I really, really, really hope that they run it back. I hope they run it back. I would even go as far as to say, Mei Seira, give Hanan a title shot. A high-speed title shot. Why not? Why not? I know Hanan's not a high-speed wrestler, but heck, Saki Kashima was a former high-speed champion, and she's not really a high-speed wrestler. So, if they can do that, they can give Hanan one high-speed title shot. Just one. Just one. I don't see her winning it, but just one. Just one. But yeah. And they were kind of beating each other up a little bit more even after the match. So hey, they could do a little rivalry between Hanan and Mei Seira. I'd be down. I'd totally be down. I would totally be down. Because, like I said, both ladies looked really strong in this match. And even though Hanan's not a high-speed wrestler, she could hang with the champ. She showed that she could hang with the champ. Okay. Let's move on to the next match. And this was quite an interesting one. This was a really, really interesting one. But here we go. We had a singles match between the bubbly, and I don't mean personality-wise, but has a bubble blaster. We had Momoka Hanazono taking on Lady C of Queen's Quest. This match definitely had its dose of comedy, for sure. Definitely had a good dose of comedy. And, you know, Momoka Hanazono, I mean, don't be fooled. She's a pretty decent wrestler. And, I know she's wrestled quite a bit for, she's wrestled a little bit, I believe, in Diana. She's done a little bit in Diana. She has wrestled in Oz Academy, I believe. But has done quite a lot of freelancer stuff. And she's young as well. She's only 23. She's young as well. But, I mean, the gimmick definitely fits her. Definitely fits her. So yeah, yeah, it's kind of interesting in describing Momoka Hanazono, but yeah, she has a bubble blaster, she likes flowers, and she's like really just happy-go-lucky. She can be sneaky sometimes, you know, with how she gets in her offense, but you know, of course, Lady C, you know, the bigger lady, you know, definitely used her strength, pulled off a giant swing as well. So, you know, she likes to do the giant swing. To be honest, And I know there's quite many that say Lady C should have clearly won this match. But I can kind of understand why Momoka Hanazono won this match, because she needed to have some sort of momentum going into her high-speed title match at Stardom Gold Rush. That's really the only reason why I can understand why she won over Lady C. So that was the only thing. And the thing that sucks is definitely I would like to see Lady C get more victories. And pretty much the way she did it, she did like a roll-up reversal pin on Lady C after she tried to choke slam her, but she got out of it and rolled her up. So it was a pretty unique counter, but that was how Momoka was able to pick up the victory. But honestly, it would have been nice if Lady C won. And the thing that just sucks about it is you would think by now Lady C would be able to get more victories. You know what I mean? You would think by now she would be able to get more victories. But I mean, it is what it is. And she stole her flower after the match. She snuck out and stole her flower. So I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, like, I'm hoping at some point Lady C really gets a run. And the thing is, she is technically no longer eligible for a future Stardom Championship, because it's past November 14th. That's the cutoff date for her. Damian Hernandez says, is it me or matches with time limits are overrated? I know they did it in WCW and now in AEW and AAA, which is kind of okay, but I would prefer matches to go until both wrestlers are worn out and tired. I can't say that they're overrated, because you have to also keep in mind time constraints for the show. Got to keep in mind time constraints for the show. That's the only thing. Like, personally, I guess in a perfect world, all matches with no time limit would be awesome. But you have to also think about promotions that have, that are on network television. They got time constraints. So they can't always do that. So that's the only thing. But I wouldn't say that they're overrated. I think they are necessary, especially for promotions on network television. So that's my take on that. But yeah, I mean, they are necessary. That's really where I'm coming from on that. Let me see. Okay, next match. Yeah, next match. So this was a match that I definitely felt was pretty even. I liked the matchup, and I'm not mad at the outcome, but I felt like it was a pretty even matchup. Check this one out. We had a singles match. We had Miyu Amasaki from Queen's Quest taking on the Barbie girl, Chi-Chi, from the small promotion Evolution. I definitely like the look of Chi-Chi. Definitely like, the gimmick fits her. I especially like her as the Barbie girl over Tiffany Stratton, personally, but that's just me. And it's always good to see them give more spotlight on Miyu Amasaki, pretty much the main up-and-coming rookie of Queen's Quest. But I felt like this was a good matchup. Felt like this was back and forth. Really could have gone either way. And I know Miyu Amasaki has really been under the wing of Azumi lately. Of course, together they're O2 line. But it's good to see her get showcased more in singles matches. And I hope they continue to build her up. Because when you think about it, Lady C and Miyu Amasaki are pretty much like the rookies of Queen's Quest. And typically, I guess you could say the jobbers of Queen's Quest as well. So I really hope that both of them can get to better footing ASAP, especially Lady C, who's been there longer than Miyu Amasaki. Damien says, I mean, you could do it on a pay-per-view shows or house shows on a regular network weekly show like Raw. House shows, sure, but even with pay-per-views and even with weekly shows, they're broadcasted. That's why they're on their own time constraints. They can't do that when they're on network television. It's the time constraints. Even on pay-per-views, I mean, it also depends on what network the pay-per-views are on. Because some of them, could be on Fight TV or whatnot. But because, like, WWE, for example, they're on Peacock still. Network streaming, time constraint. So, like I said, the time limits are necessary. Time limits are necessary. Because here's the thing, Damien. Let me ask you something. Would you be able to sit through... Alright, let's use a pay-per-view, for example. Like an AEW pay-per-view, typically, lately, will have at least 10 or so matches. Let's say all 10 of those matches had no time limit. You mean to tell me you wouldn't get tired sitting through all those matches if none of them had a time limit and they just kept going and going and going and going until they just had enough? You would be able to sit through all that. Think about it. Really think about it. Time limits are there for a reason. Let's see. I felt like Chi-Chi and Miyu got fairly even amounts of offense in. I know Chi-Chi was trying to go for that octopus stretch once or twice in this match. But Miyu Amasaki continued to show why I think she has a high ceiling, especially with Queen's Quest. But Miyu was able to pick up the victory. She hit Chi-Chi with the Tensei and pinned her for the 1-2-3. But yeah, good match for Miyu Amasaki, and good to see her pick up the victory. I feel like she hasn't had a singles victory in a long while. Ricardo says, I actually thought the theme music for Chi-Chi was going to be muted due to copyright. That's a good point. But hey, guess it wasn't. So hey, I guess they were like, I'll allow it. But yeah, good call out on that. Good call out. But yeah, it's cool that they allowed it. And I like her gimmick. I definitely like her gimmick. Damien said, well, after watching this year's Double or Nothing pay-per-view, I get your point, because that pay-per-view made me fall asleep. Yeah, that can happen as well. That can definitely happen as well. And especially for me, being somebody that's gone to a lot of live shows, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Especially when there's also tape recordings as well as the main show. It can drag out. it can definitely drag out. So, yeah. Okay. The main event of Stardom New Blood West came down to the one title match on the card. Here we go. We had the Future of Stardom Championship on the line as the champion, Rina of Oedo Tai, making her fourth defense against HANAKO. Now, lately it seems like HANAKO has had, I guess one would say, pretty much the most buzz behind, some of the recent rookies like her, Aya Sakura as well. Seems like HANAKO has quite a lot of buzz. I mean, she's been wrestling in a lot of matches in Stardom, been really participating in the New Blood shows, and even she's been, paired up with different ladies in Stardom since she made her debut. So I have to say, HANAKO has been very active. Very active. And you know what? She definitely earned this title shot. So I am all for her having this title shot. And she came so close. And kudos to Rina. I understand that she's, dealt with somebody of similar size in Lady C, but HANAKO's a little bit thicker than Lady C, and I think she might be an inch taller than Lady C. I think. But Rina did a really good job really handling someone of HANAKO's stature. But I have to say that this match definitely increased HANAKO's stock tremendously. And I really could see her being a Future of Stardom champion at some point. It might not be until next year, because she still should be eligible. But I could definitely see HANAKO being a Future of Stardom champion. She really showcased her power and strength to the max in this match. I mean, she even had Rina and her Argentine backbreaker, which I honestly thought she was eventually going to tap, because she had Rina in that submission for a long time. Not to mention just hitting her with all sorts of moves, big boots here, clothesline, powerful clotheslines there. But Rina, at the last moment, was able to show why she is still the Future of Stardom champion, channeling a callback to the late, great Hana Kimura, as she was able to submit HANAKO with the Hydrangea submission. And Rina, still your Future of Stardom champion. So congratulations to Rina. That was quite a challenge for her. But she definitely withstood the challenge, and she is still champ. And to be honest, let's see, looking at her title defenses. So she's been champion 190 days now. Wow, she's been champion for a while. So far she has, well, remember, she won the title defeating Sohrei. So she's defended against Lady C, Wakasukiyama, Azusa Inaba, which was a really good match. And then, just today, HANAKO. It'll be interesting to see who challenges her next, because those are some pretty good defenses. But yeah, 4 successful defenses for Rina. She's on a roll right now. And Corey, keep pounding. What's up? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. But Rina had spoke that she wants to surpass her sister Hanan, not only in length of title reign but also defenses as well. Rina has a long ways to go. Let me see. Yeah, Rina has a ways to go because Hanan has had the title for 294 days, and she's had, successful defenses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She's had 9 successful defenses. So right now Rina's at 4, so she's got a ways to go, but she could do it. She could do it. I think she could do it. But I'm very curious to see who else will step up to the plate and challenge Rina for the future Stardom Championship. Now, just a FYI, the next New Blood show, because I'm pretty sure they had announced it already. I thought I had it written down somewhere. I want to say it's sometime in December. Let me see if I can find it. Stardom New Blood 12. I honestly thought that they had a date scheduled. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. Stardom New Blood 12 will be on Christmas Day. Yeah, actually on Christmas Day. Wow. Well, there y'all go. Stardom New Blood 12, Christmas Day, December 25th. Fair enough, fair enough. I have to be sure to mark that down. Well, hopefully it'll be a Merry Christmas and that will be free on YouTube. Here's hoping. But yeah, that's when the next New Blood show is, December 25th, Christmas Day. So, hey. Okay. But overall, Stardom New Blood West, one good show. Really good show. Lots of great singles matches showcased. I do hope that they'll throw in, maybe another tag match or two in these New Blood shows. But I do feel like every New Blood show going forward should have a title defense of the Future of Stardom Championship and of the New Blood Tag Team Championships. So, hopefully that'll be the case. But we'll see. We'll see. Alrighty. Let's switch gears to Stardom Gold Rush 2023. Like I said, I know I did a preview for this a while back, but there's been a lot of changes since then to the card, and I wanted to do a revised preview of the show. So, let's see. So, Stardom Gold Rush 2023 will be tomorrow, November 18th, at the Ideon Arena in Osaka, Japan. And actually, for Eastern Standard Time, should be coming on at 1 a.m. So I'm actually just getting this preview in time. But supposedly there's 8 matches, because I believe the Battle Royal is still on, which will be a pre-show match. But they're still supposed to have a Battle Royal as a pre-show match. But total 8 matches. So let me get the graphics up for this one. Now, I don't have the graphic for the Battle Royal, but I will go over who is going to be in it. So for the Battle Royal, which like I said, I assume will be the pre-show, it will include Maika, Mina Shirakawa, Megan Bayne, Miyu Amasaki, Lady C, Yuna Mizumori, and Fukigen Death. That is who are booked to compete in this Battle Royal. Now, looking at that, to be honest, I feel like the favorite has got to be either Megan Bayne or Maika to win this Battle Royal, to keep it a buck with you. Because, I mean, Fukigen Death, don't see it happening. Yuna Mizumori, nope. Lady C, nope. Miyu Amasaki, nope. Mina Shirakawa, maybe. But I feel like your three strongest competitors in this Battle Royal are Maika, Megan Bayne, and Mina Shirakawa. So I feel like it's going to be one of those three, but if I had to pick one, I'm going to go with Megan Bayne. I'm going to go with Megan Bayne to pick up the victory in this Battle Royale. And I assume it's going to be the usual. Pinfall, submission, toss him over the top rope for eliminations. But that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ladies. It's only 7 ladies. I don't know if they're going to add any more to this match, but it's only 7 ladies. So, and Stardom is already, you know, the roster is looking a little thin due to injuries. So they got to be careful. They got to definitely be careful. But let's go ahead and get into the rest of these matches, which I do have graphics for. So here, let me cue these up. 1 second. Okay. Wait a minute. I thought I posted an updated one of those. Hold up, 1 second. Actually, one of them's outdated. Let me update one of them, because one of them's actually outdated. Here we go. I had a feeling one of them was still kind of outdated, but I figured it out. Okay. Okay, now we're good to go. Sorry for the delay. Okay. Here we go. Alright, so one of the things that they're going to do again, just like they did last year, they're going to do a Trios Moneyball tournament, where they will do 2 qualifier matches with four teams, and the 2 winning teams will face each other in the finals, where they have to climb a ladder and take down and grab a big ball of money inside to win the match. Henceforth, Moneyball tournament. So, first they're going to have their 2 qualifier matches. Their 2, first round matches, I guess you could say. So, first round match, Moneyball tournament, we have here. We have the trio of stars made up of Iida, Hazuki, and Hanan, taking on the trio of, you got God's Eye of Sohrei and Konami, and the unaffiliated HANAKO. Now, before it was supposed to be Mayu Iwatani instead of Hazuki for Stars, and instead of HANAKO, it was supposed to be Saki Kashima for Queens for God's Eye, but they are both out with injuries, so they had to be replaced. So definitely, it's a bummer, but Miyu is healing from a dislocated pinky, I believe. I don't remember what Saki Kashima's injury was, but they're both out healing, and hopefully they will be back soon. But with this particular match, I am going to have to go with Stars, Saya Iida, Hazuki, and Hanan to pick up the victory and advance to the Moneyball finals. I just have a feeling that HANAKO is probably going to be the one that gets pinned. So I'm going to go with Stars to advance to the finals of the Moneyball tournament. Okay. And now let's go over the other first round Moneyball tournament match. We got Donna Del Mundo versus Oedo Tai. Oh yeah. We got the Bari Bari Bombers of Donna Del Mundo, made up of the current Artist of Stardom Trios champions, Tekla, Mai Sakurai, and the leader, who is also still your current NJPW Strong Women's Champion, Julia. They'll be taking on Oedo Tai's Momo Watanabe, Ruoka, and the leader in the middle, Natsuko Tora. Now, I think on paper, Bari Bari Bombers are definitely the stronger team, but a part of me could kind of see Oedo Tai with the upset. Just a little part of me could see Oedo Tai pull off the upset. But I'm going to play it safe. And I'm going to go with the Bari Bari Bombers to pick up the victory and advance to the finals of the Moneyball tournament. Yeah, I got to play it safe. I got to really play it safe. But I expect Oedo Tai, they're probably going to do some shenanigans. But Bari Bari Bombers, they're definitely the stronger team. So I gotta play it safe. So Bari Bari Bombers for the win. Okay. And now we got some other non-tournament matches to look forward to as well, including a few championship matches. So let's check out this next match. Here we go. Okay, we got ourselves a three-way match, a triple threat match. We have Suzuki versus Azumi versus the returning Starlight Kid. That's right. Coming off of injury, Starlight Kid returns at Gold Rush 2023 for this trios match. Of course, Starlight Kid from Oedo Tai, Azumi from Queen's Quest, Suzuki, unaffiliated. Now, to be honest with y'all, I originally thought that this was going to be really, really hard to predict, especially when you have Suzuki in this match, and then also Azumi. But, you know, this all came about because, remember, this was supposed to be the show where Suzuki got her World of Stardom Championship match against Tam Nakano. being that she did win the 5-star Grand Prix. But Tam Nakano still out injured, and they canceled, well, they say canceled this match for the show. So, but they still are having Suzuki compete, which of course she just competed at New Blood West 1. So, but after really thinking about it, I am going to give the victory to Starlight Kid. I think she ends up pinning Azumi to win this match in her return. I think you got to give Starlight Kid the rub to return from injury and pick up a victory. And like I said, this is a triple threat match. This doesn't really have a ginormous amount of meaning, nor do I feel that it's going to lead into anything big. So I think, they could use this. Starlight Kid's coming back. Book her to win. I say she wins this match. I think it makes sense. I think it makes the most sense for her to win this match. But yeah, Starlight Kid, my pick to win. Okay. Let's take a look at our next match, which should be very interesting because we're going to have another debut. Going to have another Stardom debut. Check it out. All right, we have ourselves another UWF Rules match, as Shuri from God's Eye is back at it once again. This time, she takes on the Scandinavian Hurricane, Alice Inc. All tatted up. Alice Inc. Scandinavian Hurricane. Now, like I said, I don't really know that much about her. But word is she has a strong, kickboxing and MMA background. But I think it's more heavily on the kickboxing. But, yeah, she looks like she can do some damage. She definitely looks like she can do some damage. And like I said, making her Stardom debut at this pay-per-view. What I think is going to happen, I think she's going to show that she's a threat to Shuri, but I think Shuri is still going to end up winning this match. But don't be surprised if Alice Inc. gets the upper hand early. I could see her surprising Shuri and getting the upper hand early, but I'm still picking Shuri to win this match. And even Alice Inc. might get a decent lead in points in this match. But still, with UWF rules, even if you can still get the knockout or submission. Even if you're down on points, you can still get the knockout or submission in order to instantly win the match. Which I think that's probably what's going to happen with Shuri. I think that's probably what's going to happen with Shuri. But I'm looking forward to seeing what Alice Inc. can do. I've never seen her before. So I'm looking forward to see how she does in this match with Shuri. She's been winning her UWF rules matches in Stardom. I don't think she's lost one yet. So I'm interested to see how she fares against Shuri. So should be good. Should be really good. Okay. We do have two title matches that want to get through. So first title match, which this should be a very interesting one. Check it out. We have the High Speed Championship on the line. And oh my God, they really need to give Mei Seira a new belt. We got two hyperly bubbly, charismatic, silly ladies in this match. High Speed Championship on the line. The champion, Mei Seira, defends against Momoka Hanazono. Now, of course, Momoka Hanazono is coming into this match with some good momentum, being that she did defeat Lady C at Stardom New Blood West 1. And of course, Mei Seira is coming off a time limit draw against Hanan. And this isn't the only time that Momoka Hanazono has had a high-speed title match. She's had a high-speed title match before. I believe it was actually against Azumi. If I remember correctly, it was against Azumi. So, she has definitely had these type of matches before. And, you know, I definitely felt like, aside from her comedy side, I definitely feel like she could definitely showcase her wrestling ability. You know what I mean? So don't sleep on Momoka Hanazono. As a matter of fact, has she ever won a title before? Oh, okay. She has. Oz Academy Pioneer Champion and WDW Women's Champion. Okay, so she has before. Okay, interesting. But let's see, for Mei Seira, I believe this is Mei Seira's second defense. If I remember correctly, I believe this is her second defense. Hold on, let me check to make sure. No, this is actually her first. This will be her first defense. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is Mei Seira's first defense. And it's quite an interesting one. Her first defense against an outside Stardom talent. Interesting. But then again, I mean, it kind of makes sense because, I mean, there's not really a lot of high-speed wrestlers currently in Stardom. I mean, yeah, when you think about it, I mean, let's see. Mei Seira, Azumi, Natsupoi. I guess Suzu could be a high speeder. Dekla could probably be a high speeder. Could be. You know, to be honest, off the top of my head, there's not really a lot of high-speed wrestlers in Stardom. Now that I really think about it, there's really not. There's really not. So, oh, Starlight Kid. I forgot Starlight Kid. But yeah, there's not really a lot. I mean, I guess you could say Mayu Iwatani as well, but I mean, she hasn't held the title since 2017, so I mean, you know, so yeah, not really many high-speed wrestlers. But back to this particular match. I mean, I expect it to have a good dose of action and comedy, especially with the two of these ladies in this match. But I definitely believe Mei Seira will get the victory and her first title defense over Momoka Hanazono. But it should be very entertaining. I just hope they give both these ladies plenty of time. I really do. Because typically high-speed matches aren't really that long. they're not really that long. Like, if you can get a 10 to 12 minute high speed match, you're doing really good. Really, really good. So that's the only thing with that. But yeah, I'm picking Mei Seira to successfully retain the high speed championship. Alright, let's take a look at our next title match, and this one should be really good. Alright, we have the Wonder of Stardom Championship to be defended. The champion, Mirai of God's Eye, defends against Sakurai Ano of Cosmic Angels. And of course, Sakurai Ano is one half of the Goddess of Stardom tag champs. At least I believe she still is. Now that I think about it, hold up. I hope they don't. I hope they're not vacated. I don't think they're vacated. I'm pretty sure they're not vacated, or at least not yet. But Natsupoi is still out. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, not vacated yet. Yeah, not vacated yet. Okay, fair enough. Oh, Ricardo says, so roughly the matches are about 5 minutes and under for high speed. No, I would say under 10 minutes. I would say under 10 minutes. Typically under 10 minutes. But, like I said, there are times when the title matches can be longer. Like, as a matter of fact, one of Azumi's title defenses, when she was champion against Starlight Kid, that was a 17-minute match. So every now and then, you may get a match, a high-speed title match, or just a high-speed match that goes over 15 minutes, even as high as over 15 minutes. But just on average, they are typically under 10 minutes. Although, do you remember when Starlight Kid was high speed champion and she had the title defense against Natsupoi? Remember, that was a time limit draw, and the time limit for that was 30 minutes. So every now and then you can get a really long high speed match. It's just on average they're typically under 10 minutes. Let's see. Mirai Sakurai Ano for the Wonder of Stardom Championship. Now, Mirai is, let's see, this will be her third defense of the white belt. And this is a tough one. This is definitely a tough one. Sakurai Ano. I have a feeling this could go to a time limit draw. I have a feeling this could go to a time limit draw. But I'm gonna say Mirai retains, because I definitely think that Mirai will close out the year still Wonder of Stardom champion. But don't be surprised if this ends in a time limit draw, because Sakurai Ano is a strong competitor, especially as a singles wrestler. I mean, she proved that back in Actress Girls. She proved that in Ice Ribbon as well. So just something to keep in mind. But I do see Mirai still walking away with the Wonder of Stardom Championship. Ricardo says, imagine Shoko Nakajima, Suzume, and maybe Aris Endo getting a chance to wrestle for high-speed title, even though they're with TJPW. The only chance of that happening is they would either have to not be part of TJPW or they would have to be freelancers. Because, yeah, Ricardo, TJPW and Stardom, they do not like each other. So, yeah. Shoko Nakajima would be nice. Suzume would be nice. Aris Endo, I don't think she's a high-speed wrestler. Maybe. I can't say that I really look at Aris Endo as a high... Well, maybe. I guess. I guess. I guess I initially didn't look at Aris Endo as a potential high-speed type of wrestler, but I mean, I guess she could be. Suzume, Shoko Nakajima, yeah, I could definitely agree with you on that. But yeah, like I said, the only chance of that happening is they would have to not be part of TJPW, or they would have to be freelancers. They'd have to be freelancers. So, yeah, they do not like each other. Stardom and TJPW, they do not like each other. I hope that changes one day, but I'd probably be waiting until the end of time for that to ever happen. Hate to say it. And it sucks, too, because, you know, bitterness is never good. It's never good. And then what I assume will be the main event of Stardom Gold Rush 2023 is the Moneyball Tournament Finals, which, like I said, my picks would be Stars versus Bari Bari Bombers, who I think will win the tournament. Well, we know Stars won it last year. It was Hazuki, Koguma, Mai Iwatani. They won it last year. So honestly, I think Bari Bari Bombers, I think they win it. I think they win it this time around. You know, it'll be good to show them, you know, in a position of dominance. You know, they win this tournament. They're the Artists of Stardom Trios champions. Why not? Why not? I'm for it. I'm all for it. And speaking of Julia, word is that Julia still has stuff to do with Stardom, at least until about maybe March or so next year. So any chance of Julia going to WWE anytime soon doesn't look anywhere close to happening. I'm not saying that it can't eventually happen, but it'll probably be a while. Maybe middle or way later next year might be that chance, but for now, and for at least a little while longer, Julia stays in Stardom. But yeah, so that's Stardom Gold Rush 2023. Like I said, I know they've had to make some changes to the card along the way, but I am hoping that maybe by the end of this event or whatnot, that maybe we'll have an idea on the status of Tam Nakano. Not only that, I believe Utami Hayashishita will be a special guest commentator for Gold Rush this weekend, so it'll be good to see her on commentary. But hopefully we get an update on Tam Nakano, because honestly, if her knee injury is more serious than we think, then hate to say it, but she's going to have to vacate the World of Stardom Championship. And when you think about it, same thing with Natsupoi. Because she's dealing, her and Utami have the same injury, which I think is a cervical hernia. And that sounds pretty serious. And if Natsupoi is going to continue to be out, then, hate to say it, but her and Saori Ano are probably going to have to relinquish the Goddess of Stardom tag team titles. So, just, like I said, the injury bug has hit Stardom really, really hard. You know, it sucks, but they got to be able to move forward and do what's best. Before I switch to AEW, I also want to mention that there was some big news from New Japan Pro Wrestling / Stardom. So, they are opening up ticket sales. Yeah, they opened up ticket sales for Team NJPW members, international Team NJPW members, to purchase to attend not only the Stardom Dream Queendom show in December 29th, but also what's going to be called Stardom Gate 2024, which is the January 4th show, the show right before Wrestle Kingdom. So yeah, they are opening that up to international members of Team NJPW to be able to purchase tickets to attend. Now, they're pretty expensive. I will say that. They're pretty expensive. But, hey, that's big. That's really big. And just allowing the opportunity for folks overseas to be able to attend Stardom show. So, you know, I think that's cool. I think that's really cool. And I know Stardom has made plans to expand in other Asian regions, like I think Singapore and Thailand and stuff like that. But I hope that initially, or not initially, but in the future, that they will also look at the U.S. to expand as well. Because the U.S. has definitely gained quite a following for Stardom, for sure. So hopefully the U.S. will be able to get some love. Because I think they should be able to get some love when it comes to Stardom. But we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, oh, let me close this. But anyway, before jumping to the final part, previewing of AEW Full Gear, I'm going to pause right quick, take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Stick around. Definitely stick around. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Alright. Sorry about that, y'all. I am back. Okay, let's switch gears to AEW Full Gear. Now, I know I got a wedding to go to this weekend, but hopefully, I did order the pay-per-view. So I will eventually get around to watching this. But we got a pretty nice lineup here for Full Gear. We have 9 matches, with one of them being a pre-show match, a 0-hour match. But AEW Full Gear for 2023 will be tomorrow, November 18th, at the Kia Forum in Inglewood, California. We got 9 matches, 1 pre-show match. So let's go ahead and let's dive in, starting off with this pre-show match. Here we go. Alright, let's take a look at this pre-show match. Alrighty. So for 0 hour, we have the ROH World Tag Team Championships on the line. As the champion, MJF and a mystery partner that'll be representing him in this tag title match, taking on the Guns of Bullet Club Gold, Austin Gunn, Colton Gunn. To be honest with y'all, they should just go ahead and have MJF drop these tag titles. They really should. I mean, I just feel like there's really no point in having him hold on to both to these titles. I just don't think there's any point, you know? I don't think there's any point. Oh, Ricardo says Buddy Matthews versus Claudio Castagnoli was recently added. Oh, thank you. I'll be sure to preview that. Thank you for letting me know. Thanks for the heads up. Much appreciated. And of course, you know, when I do the review, I'll be sure all of the matches are represented. But yes, thank you for letting me know. But I really feel like MJF, just have them drop the titles to the Guns. Just have them drop the titles. Like, this whole build-up, I don't know who this mystery partner is going to be, but honestly, just have them drop the titles. You got so many legit tag teams in the company. Have him drop the titles. He's getting ready to become the longest reigning AEW World Champion. Let him drop the freaking ROH tag titles. Please. TK, please. He doesn't need those tag titles. Like, they need to go on a legit tag team. Seriously, they need to go on a legit tag team. So, I'm picking the Guns to win. Because, honestly, I could care less who the mystery partner for MJF is going to be. But get those titles off of him. Please. Please. Get those titles off of him. Get those freaking titles off of him. Do it. They need to. And then, as Ricardo shared, another pre-show match has been added to this 0 hour. And that is Buddy Matthews of the House of Black versus Claudio Castagnoli of the Blackpool Combat Club. I'm going to say Claudio picks up the victory. Although I think Buddy Matthews will put up a really good fight. I definitely like Buddy Matthews. I've met both of these guys before. I've met both of them. But yeah, I could see Claudio picking up the victory, but I think Buddy Matthews will put up a real good fight. Because Buddy Matthews looks really good in singles match as well. You know, especially somebody that was a former cruiserweight champion back in WWE. So he can rock the singles boat. Most definitely. But I got to give it to Claudio Castagnoli to pick up the victory. Okay. We also have a good number of... We got a variety of matches on the main card. But we're going to go ahead and start off with a title match for this main card. So let's get started. And this will be in, I guess, no specific order. But here we go. Let's jump right into this main card. All right, we got the AEW Women's World Championship on the line. As the champion in her third reign, the Shining Samurai Hikaru Shida defends against Timeless Toni Storm. I gotta keep it real with y'all. I kind of have a bad feeling. So my bad feeling, which I kind of felt this way ever since earlier this week, and it was that Mariah May could potentially interfere and help Toni Storm. But I think you gotta have Shida close out the year as champion. Because we have to remember, her second reign was extremely short and sweet. Extremely short and sweet. But I'm gonna go with Hikaru Shida to retain, but one of my worries was that Mariah May was gonna help Toni Storm. You know, she might interfere and help Toni Storm win back the title. But that's just me. And I hope to see Mariah May get showcased really well, because I thought she did a good job in Stardom. I really liked how she was being utilized in Stardom. But gotta go with my girl Shida to pick up the victory. Or at least I hope she will. Okay. Let's keep it going. Let's do this next match. Yeah, let's do this next match. Move this aside. Alright, here we go. Okay, we have a trios match. We have the trio of current TNT champion Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne taking on the trio of the Rated R superstar Adam Copeland, Darby Allin, and Sting. Well, the only thing that I can say from this, I mean, when it comes to the pay-per-view, Sting has been undefeated. And I really feel like, I mean, that could definitely be in jeopardy for this match. But in all honesty, I think the streak will continue at least up to Revolution, which is where Sting will have his last match before he retires. So I'm gonna go with Darby Allin, Sting, and Adam Copeland. Just, play it safe. Just to play it safe. But typically Sting is on the winning side of these pay-per-view matches. Usually. So I think it'll stay the same for this time around. At least up to Revolution. So Sting, Darby Allin, Adam Copeland is my pick. All right. Let's go to this next one. How about another title match? Here we go. We have the AEW International Championship on the line as Orange Cassidy, the champion, will defend for the second time ever against Jon Moxley. Well, to be honest with y'all, something tells me that this was set up to potentially put the title back on Jon Moxley. Because remember, he did get injured and he dropped the title to Rey Fenix. And then Orange Cassidy won the title right back. So I don't know. I got a feeling. That this is just going to be a way for them to put the title back on Jon Moxley now that he's, back from injury and has been going. I mean, and he just recently competed at Lone Star Shootout. So, yeah, I'm gonna play it safe and say Jon Moxley picks up the victory and he becomes a 2-time AEW International Champion. I think this is just to get the title back on him. I think this is just to get the title back on him. But we shall see. We shall see. Okay. Wait, what the heck? Okay. Let's keep it going. Oh, Ricardo with an update. So, Ricky Starks announced that the Fatal 4-Way Tag... Oh, a couple of others. So the tag title match, AEW tag title match, will be a ladder match. Okay. And then Eddie Kingston is gonna defend the ROH World Title against Jay Lethal. And see, why do they do this at the last minute? Why do they add matches a day before? That's the one thing that I hate about TK. Why do they add matches at the last minute? I hate when they do that. Like, they don't know how to book a card all in total. They gotta add matches at the last second. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. Really annoying. But yeah, thank you for the updates, Ricardo. But I really wish they wouldn't do that. Really wish they would not have done that. Because that just... They should have their card all together in advance by the week of the show. That's just me. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. But yeah, Jon Moxley wins the title back. And let's go ahead and go through your updates. So 0 Hour ROH World Championship. Eddie Kingston defends against Jay Lethal. Eddie Kingston for the win. Eddie Kingston for the win. I got a feeling that they're going to keep that title on him. But I would not be mad if Jay Lethal won. I wouldn't be mad if Jay Lethal won. But I don't see that title change happening on 0 Hour. I just don't see that happening. So I'm going to pick Eddie Kingston to retain. Eddie Kingston to retain. Let's go ahead and talk about the ladder match for the AEW World Tag Team titles. Let's go ahead and do that one. Let me get the graphic up. Here we go. Let's go ahead and do that one. Okay, so apparently, according to the recent update, like I said, thanks again, Ricardo, for sharing. AEW World Tag Team title match, Fatal 4-Way, is now a ladder match. So you have the champions, Ricky Starks and Big Bill, defending against LFI's Rush and Dralistico, FTR, and the Kings of the Black Throne of House of Black. Of course, that's Malachi Black, Brody King. To be honest with y'all, I'm not really a fan of Big Bill and Ricky Starks as tag champs. Not really a big fan of that. So I really hope that, if you ask me, I would love to see LFI win this match. I would love to see LFI win this match. Rush Dralistico, I think that'd be really cool. Especially Dralistico was one of the newest signings of AEW. Of course, before Kota Ibushi, which Kota Ibushi was just, he got his graphic. He is all elite. But Dralistico was just signed not long ago as well. I don't see it being FTR. I really don't believe they need that tag title run again. I would like to see LFI win. Or Malachi Black, Brody King. I mean, I'd be okay with that as well. But I just really don't like Big Bill and Ricky Starks as tag champs. Especially Ricky Starks. I think he's better off as a singles champion, personally. So, I'll say this. Ricky Starks and Big Bill, they lose. And I'm going to pick LFI to win. But I would not be mad if House of Black win as well. So, that's my take on that. But, yeah. Not a fan of Ricky Starks and Big Bill as tag champs. Okay. Let's go to this next match. Another match that I'm looking very forward to. We got ourselves a Texas Death Match, as these two will meet yet again, one-on-one. And that is Hangman Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland. Now, of course, remember last time Swerve Strickland defeated Hangman Adam Page, which I believe that was at Wrestle Dream. It was a great match. Really, really great match. But I think this time around, I think Hangman Adam Page is going to even the score, and I think he wins the Texas Death Match. Yeah, I think he wins the Texas Death Match over Swerve. Because I think this rivalry is going to go on for a bit. I really do. And I think they'll eventually have a rubber match. But I'm going to say Hangman Adam Page picks up the victory in this Texas Death Match. Should be interesting. Because like I said, their match at Wrestle Dream was excellent. So, we'll have to see how they fare in a Texas Death Match. Should be good, though. Should be really good. But, going with Hangman Adam Page for the win. Okay. Let's go to our next match. This next match, we got a very interesting scenario for this next match. So check this out. Alrighty. We got a tag team match. We got the Golden Jets, made up of Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho, taking on the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. Now, this is not just a regular well, I mean, it is a regular tag team match, but with some stipulations. Here are the stipulations. Currently, the Young Bucks pretty much are the number one contenders, so to speak, for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. They won an opportunity. If the Golden Jets can pick up the victory over the Young Bucks, then they take their opportunity and they become the next contenders. But if the Young Bucks win, then the Golden Jets must disband as a team. Jericho and Omega, they must disband. I'm kind of having a hard time with this one. Because honestly, I could see either outcome. I really could see either outcome. But it's a matter of, would we end up seeing the Golden Jets actually get that title shot? I don't see them. And the thing is, I don't see them winning the title shot. I don't. Because like I said, I don't want to see these random tag teams. And, you know, Jericho and Omega are still kind of a random tag team. Even though they got a fancy name, they're still kind of a random tag team. Let's just keep it real. Bump it. Golden Jets win and they take the title opportunity. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and say it. Golden Jets win. Yeah, they win. Should be an exciting match, though. I think it'll be a really exciting match. You know, typically you don't see, you know, Omega on the opposite side of the Young Bucks, you know, as much as it could have been. But, you know, this should be good. This should be really good. Okay. Trying to look to see what we have left. Make sure I hadn't skipped anything. Oh. We got 2 more title matches, actually. 2 more title matches. Here we go. Found it. All right. We got the TBS championship on the line and a triple threat. The champion, Chris Statlander, defends against Julia Hart from the House of Black and Sky Blue. Could this be Julia Hart's time to finally become a champion in AEW? Could it be Sky Blue's time? Which she's had a title shot or two before. I'm just not sure that it's time for Chris Statlander to drop the belt. Let me see how long she's had this title. Let me see. She's had it 174 days. Well, hold up. I mean, Chris Statlander has 14 successful title defenses. Well, and the funny thing is, she's actually defeated Sky Blue and Julia Hart before in separate title defense matches. So, I mean, Chris Statlander, of course, she originally dethroned Jade Cargill to win the title, which I don't like how that happened. But at least she's been booked strong as a champion. I just don't like how she initially won the title. But, I mean, look at who she's defended against successfully. Nyla Rose, Anna Jay, Taya Valkyrie, Lady Frost, Marina Shafir, Mercedes Martinez, Ruby Soho, Emi Sakura, Robin Renegade, Jade Cargill, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, Julia Hart, Sky Blue, Willow Nightingale. I mean, she's defended against a slew of names, a big number of names. I don't know, y'all. Maybe she could actually lose tomorrow night. Maybe she could actually lose. And if you ask me, if I had to pick somebody other than her, I'd have to go with Julia Hart. I mean, Sky Blue, I mean, I think it would be better if it was Julia Hart over Sky Blue. That's just me personally. But I mean, Chris Statlander has 14 defenses, so this will be defense number 15 for her. So, I mean, I'll say this. She probably will retain, but to be honest, I could see a good chance of Julia Hart winning, especially being that it's a triple threat match. So, I'm going to play it safe and say Chris Statlander, but I would not be surprised if she lost the title tomorrow night. Just saying. And then what I assume will be the main event of Full Gear. And it's a match that I'm definitely looking very forward to. The AEW World Championship match. As the champion, MJF defends against Switchblade Jay White, the leader of Bullet Club Gold. First off, congrats to Jay White for having this opportunity, especially to be in the main event of Full Gear. You know, one of the big pay-per-views for AEW. You know, Jay White has done a great job, especially back in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So this is another opportunity for him to really be showcased in the main event and on a big huge AEW pay-per-view. But I think MJF is probably going to get the record. But then again, I could see Jay White winning. I mean, it is near the end of the year. Part of me could see Jay White winning. But I think some way, somehow, MJF might retain, especially if I'm predicting for him to lose the ROH tag titles. But honestly, I won't be surprised, or I won't be mad at either outcome, to be honest with you, if MJF wins or loses. I'm definitely going to enjoy whatever they decide to do with this. I look forward to it. I really do. But there's been quite some interesting build-up to this match. So I'm looking forward to see how this thing goes. I think it should be really interesting. But those are my predictions for AEW Full Gear 2023. What I thought originally was going to be their last event of the year, but it's actually at World's End, which is, I believe, New Year's Eve. If I remember correctly, that is New Year's Eve. No, a day before New Year's. So, December 30th is when that is. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But looking forward to it. Like I said, tomorrow we got, in about an hour from me because I'm on East Coast. We got Stardom Gold Rush 2023. And then we got AEW Full Gear to look forward to this weekend. And then don't forget, Monday is the start of the New Japan Pro Wrestling's World Tag League for 2023. So got that to look forward to. And then, of course, next weekend, WWE is back at it with Survivor Series. So I know they just recently announced Women's War Games, which I'm pretty excited about that War Games match. I think that has a lot more hype than the men's War Game match. I'm sorry, the men's War Game match just it's not that exciting for me. It's really not. But yeah, so the women's War Games match, you got Damage Control of Bayley, Asuka, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane. So, huge team there. And they're going to be taking on the team of Shotzi Blackheart, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, and Becky Lynch. So I know that's kind of a random tag team, but it is a strong team. I mean, Shotzi, Bianca, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, pretty formidable team. You know, Shotzi might be the weak link, but I like Shotzi. I've met Shotzi. I like Shotzi. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to that War Games matchup. I think that's going to be a great War Games matchup. A lot more exciting than the men's one. But that's for next weekend, so looking forward to that. But, yeah, that'll do it for this live stream. I want to thank everybody for coming out and chatting with me, and yeah, I'm looking forward to eventually getting around to check out these events. And I know this weekend I got the wedding, Carolina Panthers play on Sunday, which, you know, there's going to be a lot to catch up on. Really, really a lot. I know for 2024, I'm going to have to really rethink my strategy on just trying to balance out pro wrestling, Carolina Panthers, gaming, watching anime. Just, it's a lot. Because I got a humongous backlog. And I need to get back on Final Fantasy 16 so I can complete that, because I need to be ready in time next year for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, because that's going to get a lot of my attention. But yeah. Anyway, thank y'all so much for coming out. Don't forget to check out the link in the description for Game Beauty. If you want to do some shopping, video game themed cosmetic makeup products, definitely check that out. Oh, Ricardo says, who do you see being on the Season 2 DLC pack for AEW Fight Forever? The Acclaimed were already announced for Season 2, and they're supposed to be out November 22nd. Oh, so in a couple of days. Who do I think they should add? Dang, you know, I hate to say it, but I haven't even played that game in a hot minute. Who did they just add? Didn't they just add like Danhausen and Hook or something like that? Didn't they just add them? And what, Keith Lee? Like, I haven't really been keeping up, to be honest with you. I haven't even played the Stadium Stampede mode. I mean, I guess it would be nice to see folks like, Tony Storm. I guess Soraya. I mean, if they're not already in the game, that is. Like, that just goes to show you I hadn't been keeping up, because I hadn't played the game in, like, forever. Yeah. I honestly don't know. Yeah, I may have to get back to you on that, because I haven't really kept up, to be honest with you. But yeah, I should probably play it again. It's been a hot minute. But ooh, Commander would be nice. Ooh, that'd be nice. Commander. How about Commander? Bandito. How about Bandito? Kota Ibushi. You know? Ricardo says, take care and enjoy the wedding. Will do. It's a 2-part wedding, so it should be fun. Should be really fun. But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Hope y'all enjoyed tonight's live stream, and happy pro wrestling. Hope everybody has a blessed weekend. Enjoy themselves. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next video and or live stream for another pro wrestling talk. Brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on YouTube, the Tube, and Facebook. My name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. I will see y'all next time.